Hi everyone, welcome along or welcome back. I'm back in the woods today again. Today it's very cold, it's around 6 degrees and it's windy. Today I'm going to be doing a small shelter build. This wind and cold got me thinking, what if you were stuck out in this and you had to build a small shelter quick to keep the wind off you, keep the rain off you. So I'm going to get cracking with this because I don't have much time, but I'm thinking something small, basic, something to keep me out of the elements and something to keep me warm. So let's crack on with it, get the stuff we need, and get moving. So I kind of have a natural ditch area here. What I'm thinking is I'm going to base my shelter in here. Because it's low into the ground, it's got that shelter element. It's already sheltered from the wind and the cold. What I need to do though is I need to clear it and dig it out a bit. And because it's a drainage ditch, it's going to be a bit soggy and damp in here. So I need to get out like a raised bed, a slightly raised bed off the floor. I'm thinking for that is some of those sticks that I cut. I'm going to make a little bed, little raised bed type thing, and that should just keep me just enough off the floor, and then I'll build maybe the sides up a wee bit and get a roof over this. It should be pretty protected from the elements, because at the minute it's very windy in here and it's really cold. Even though it's like 6 degrees and that's not terribly cold, with the wind it feels, my hands at the minute are freezing. I made the mistake of not taking gloves with me, so I'm going to keep on working to keep my hands warm because they're freezing. So I'm going to keep cracking on and we'll see how we get on. So I'm well into the digging stage of this shelter here so far. It's digging not too bad actually. I thought it would have been very hard to dig, but there's a few rocks there, but it's mostly quite soft, so it's not too bad. There's been a few hail showers there, so I had to adjust my other shelter there for keep my gear dry. As you can see here, I had to bring it down a bit lower. It was a bit higher, but I was just getting blown all over the place and the rain was flying in everywhere. Anyway, that's the progress there so far. This has actually turned out a bit better than I thought. It's actually a lot wider than I thought. So I'm thinking I might have the raised bed maybe this side or this side, one side or the other anyway. And I think I'll have this end closed and this end here, this end out here opened, and maybe a wee fireplace out there that'll give some heat into the shelter. Got quite a few rocks. I actually found this, it looks like a lump of coal almost, like actual coal. It's a bit light, maybe a touch lighter than actual coal, but I don't know. It came out from just under this tree here. Is it naturally formed coal? I don't know. Maybe you guys out there might have an idea. Let me know in the comments if you have any clues what that might be. If it is actual coal, I'll be interested to try and pop a bit of that on the fire when I get it going. But this will definitely, now at this stage, it'll be a 2 or 3 part series. Maybe I might even roll it all into one episode, I don't know. But for now I'm quite happy with its progress. It's about maybe an hour and 20 minutes into it. You know, I got some sticks cut there earlier for what I'm thinking is just having a basic sort of an A-frame roof. One at that side, and then a ridge pole sort of in the middle of it. And then drape whatever I was thinking originally to just pop on a tarp, like one of those tarps there over it. But I'm not too sure now. I'll see. I know a tarp's going to be waterproof. It's going to be hard to waterproof. It's going to be hard to waterproof a shelter without a tarp. Realistically, eventually water's going to seep through. You're going to need an awful lot of sticks and moss and everything else. And I think even then, especially during the winter time, it's never going to get a chance to dry out, so it's going to get soaked at a point, and then it's going to be very difficult to dry it out. And if there's any rain at all on top of that, it's just going to push the rest of it through. But again, we'll see. We'll see. The wee shovel that I'm using, it's just it's a small kind of an entrenching tool. It breaks in the middle there, so you can screw it apart, and it fits into that wee small pouch. It's very, very handy. It's very strong. I think it's the company is Miltech. I've given this a fair bit of abuse, even there now, given that their abuse, you know, and everything's stayed solid on it. It's got a wee pick on the back too. Not that I use well, it's useful for picking out rocks and stuff, but it's held its shape very well. It's got nice wee grips on it there. A bit hard to hold today now when it's wet and cold and stuff, but that is to be expected. A good wee shovel. If you are looking for a wee shovel, a wee spade like that, a mini one. It's not that heavy either. Heavy enough, but it's a little smaller than your standard entrenching tool size, but it's definitely stronger. Not great for, good for scraping and sort of digging away, but not so great for lifting dirt out because you don't get very much on the wee spade there. But anyway, it's a good wee tool. I'm going to crack on with this, as I said, because time's running out. I want to get as much done today as I can. Possibly get on a couple of the wee uprights for the raised bed and stuff, you never know. But anyway, cracking. Chat these in a bit. Okay, so that's the stage we've got to there. It's mostly dug out now. I didn't mention at the start of this that I'm wanting this to be a kind of a stealth shelter as well. So I wanted to be, this is why I'm digging it in, for that stealth aspect and to keep you sheltered from the elements more as well. The wind has died way down now, so that's a good thing. It's actually turned out to be not a bad day, but I'm just about out of time here. Looks like this is it for the day. So this is going to be part 1 of this shelter build. I can see it possibly going into 3 parts maybe. Next week I'm going to start putting in the raised bed, start building that, and hopefully get started on the roof too. Hopefully you've enjoyed this. I certainly have enjoyed it. It's been interesting digging that out. I'm quite excited now to see how it's gonna end up looking. If you've watched this far, thanks for watching, thanks for coming along. If you've liked it, give it a like. If you want to see more, subscribe. If you've any comments, questions, ideas, stick them in the comments. I'll happily read them and try to answer them as best I can. A bit disappointed I didn't get more done, but it's hard. These things do take a bit longer than you would think, especially when you're trying to film it all as well. But they take long anyway. But anyway, as I said, thanks for joining, thanks for watching. Bye, and see you in the next one.